Peace, y'all. Mills the barber here. I'm about to do a before and after with, we finally fell through. My boy Dandy from Global Brothers Podcast, yo. Be back. Peace, what's good, brother?
Yo, man, finally we dropped in the spot, man.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, man, tell the people, as if they don't already know, but tell the people where you're from, what the movement is, and
Oof.
yeah.
How much time you got? What's cracking, everybody? It's Dandy here, the Dandy African. Coming from Jamaica, raised in the States, and I've been out in Dubai for like 12 years now.
Oh, well, nice.
In terms of the movement, just following the Right Honorable, Marcus Garvey in terms of Pan-Africanism, and really just believing in one Africa and bringing together that global Black diaspora.
Thus, Global Brothers Podcast, right?
Precisely, and that's part of the movement. You know what I mean? So from media, because understanding he who controls the media controls the narrative. We got our media aspect. We're working on some technological solutions with a mobile application called Afrikan.
Nice.
That pretty much brings all the pieces together as well within essential things that we need as a society, such as education, like distance learning, such as healthcare, telehealth.
Yeah.
Such as fintech, solutions for microfinance.
Nice.
And such as tourism. Tourism is so underserved within the continent. So
it is.
Continental tourism. We want us to be visiting each other, knowing more about each other so that we can cooperate.
That's dope.
And then obviously trading and agriculture, which is number one in Africa and in the Caribbean as well. We got to understand the Caribbean is an extension of Africa.
It is.
And obviously African Americans that had the highest spending power of all Black people in the world, but they just don't know where to leverage that spending power and strength. So we want to show people coming from where they're from that Africa is that spot.
That is dope, man. That is very, very dope. I love that. So what we're gonna do now is ask you, how are you? Shout out to Big Heath, Heath Bailey.
My brother.
Yeah. So how can they see where you are, give them the platform, all that good stuff. How I got started.
Oh, the story behind that. Well, I think Heath has been on your joint before.
Yeah. I just want to hear your side,
Very similar. First off, people call me the Dandy because of my style and how I dress and all that.
Stay fresh. You see, you got the authentics on, man. You can't get that just anywhere.
It's the kente today. So that has to do with pretty much Heath and I hooked up at one of these events that I frequent each year called the Race to Dubai, the Big Horse Race. So
it's sort of like their version of the Kentucky Derby.
Me.
Okay. Got you.
So at the World Cup, I've been there several years. I've won Best Dressed Man twice in a row.
Okay, fresh to death always.
Because one of those things that some people go to see the horses. I've never seen a single horse in all the years I've been going there.
So you go to put it on.
We just go to show out. You know what I mean?
That's a beautiful thing, man.
So my saying there is peacocking the habit.
Yeah, that's dope.
We got to do it. So Heath, Heath is then his beautiful wife were there a couple years, and I come across him one year, and I just thought this is a cool bunch of African American brothers. Kind of said what's up, dapped each other up, and that was that. Well, I think the next year as well, he was there as well, yo, remember me, kind of thing. And I was like, But anyway, we got over that, lapse in memory.
Yeah.
And, hooked up. And then, some days later, he was telling me about his book, Going Global, that I with 9 other brothers.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, Going Global, pick that up, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's kind of just telling me yo, man, you gotta read this. And, a brother like you, I think that since you're so diverse in personality and know different people from different, sectors, you'd be a great person, help me promote this book or whatever. And I'm just kind of who is this guy? Just DMing me about his book, really going hard.
Right.
So I literally read the back cover of it and then turned to his chapter because he mentioned check out my chapter. I
right.
read the first couple lines and it was a Black Thought line.
That's my top 5 right there.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Trotter,
Okay, of course.
for
Reek
sure.
G's.
So like I read like just like that bit, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. You know, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, let's hook up. He's like, okay, when do you want? I'm like, right now. Where you at?
Let's get it.
So boom, we whipped up, went to Motor City, and just like chopped it up over a shisha, and just like talked about like promotion for the book. And I said, what you should do is a podcast. And he's like, bro, that's crazy.
Yep.
I've been wanting to do a podcast for years.
Yep.
I'm like, what's stopping you? He's like, technical know-how, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, I got a camera in my house. I got microphones, all that.
See how the vortex works, man?
Bong, bong. and then 30 episodes later.
30 episodes. Congratulations on that.
Are, you know?
Because I remember the first one was the white party.
Yeah, the white off.
So, you know, from then on, I just appreciate.
That was some heat.
That was
some heat right there. I wore I mean, y'all check it out. Global Brothers Podcast on YouTube. Check out our first episode. You'll see what I wore. But it was it was white hot fire right there. And,
yes, sir.
And, like ever since that, we just been knocking on them. But like really, like the show is about highlighting brothers and sisters that have gone global and are doing things on a big level in a positive way and inspiring others. So like that's what we're about, positivity.
Sounds good, man. And I appreciate you bringing positive vibes here. So this will be my first, hopefully not the last time I, give you the transformation.
Hey, you in the hood, man. Come on,
you know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do today, man?
All right. So like my hair is kind of like a work in progress.
That's dope.
I saw like what inspired me at first is I saw this picture of a brother from I think a tribe in Namibia.
Nice.
And he had all his joints shaved up front and just was like like dreading the back part.
I'm feeling that.
Just like real like tribal looking rustic. And I was like,
feeling that.
I bet I could pull that off.
And you do.
I bet I could pull it off.
And
so
you do well.
I started growing like a little something back here. And
right.
People were like, yeah, looks like a yarmulke. What you going, Jewish?
Nah, but I feel you. And then you gave people a little history.
And then they didn't know until it started growing. I was like, okay.
And you reconnected. So what we're going to do is, we're going to, like you said, you want me to blend it from here.
Yeah,
zero it out.
Part, like, round that around.
Uh-huh.
And like you'll see like where like, we got
where
some
it gets
growth
fuller.
here.
Uh-huh.
So keep that there and then round me back. And then we just going to come.
Kind of like a V.
Yeah, but not point.
Not a hard V, yeah. Just blended in that way.
Exactly.
And what we're going to do with the beard, brother?
I think just leave that alone for now, man.
Okay, no problem, man.
Or even I'll probably think about it as you're going along.
No doubt,
right now,
man.
I don't really have like a full idea for that.
No problem.
I kind of like how like some of the roster brothers just like leave that.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be back with
and
the after.
Before you shut that off, man.
Yeah.
I want to get this to you on camera. Like I said, like people call me like the dandy and Peacock of the habit. So if you know like about the peacock, the male birds are the ones with the colors and like they display their feathers for only 2 reasons, which are the 2 F's. A child's in the room, so I won't explain to you what the 2 F's are. One of them's fighting.
Right. And one of them is after. There you go, man.
So like, for me, like, the peacock feather I give to my brothers and sisters as like, just like a show of like, now, like we are one, like that's the dandy right there. So I want to leave you with that.
I appreciate that, man. And that, good energy, good people, man. And I'm humbled, man. And it will be visible in the shop corner.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be back with that after, y'all. Appreciate it. Go. African Dandy back, man. How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, real good, especially with this very, very nice water with lemon.
I'm telling you, those are hand squeezed lemons.
The very best of Mills the Barber. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey,
and the
man.
cut. Woo.
Hey, listen, we going back around, and he got a little, subtle V blended action back there.
Yeah.
Looking very, very good, brother. So, any shout outs before we get out of here?
Hey, man, shout yourself out, Mills.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Big up yourself. Man. And yeah, just like to our brothers and sisters in the States right now, and actually globally, man. Cause you see this is a global movement that's happening right now.
It is.
And I really, in solidarity, obviously, like we're living in the UAE, and like that's kind of frowned upon, demonstrating in the streets. But we are still here with you, brothers and sisters. And definitely we feel the struggle, and I do what I can with my social platforms to really bring truth to light. And whoever I speak with that's either ignorant of the movement or like wanting to know more, then like I try to share as well. We know this has been going on for a long time. This didn't just start with the brother George Floyd.
No.
Rest his soul. But it's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Absolutely.
And we really see the power to action happening right now. So like, you know, this is people power. This is people power, and it's happening all over the world.
It is.
So like, you know, this is changing something right now. It's not like, is it working, or like, what's the end game? There is no end game to a struggle for equality and quality of life. You know, like, that will continue until that does happen, and hopefully this will open a lot of eyes in places like Australia, where the Aborigines have been being oppressed for a long time.
Yes, sir.
In places like various countries in Africa, whereas like certain regimes have been in oppressive situations in people's lives, just like holding them down for 30 plus years. You know, in the case of like Uganda, for instance.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm calling it out.
You got to. You got to call it out.
You know, in our spots like just like so many countries of promise in Africa that could be like some of the richest places in the world, like the Congo and you know, Equatorial Guinea. That's a super tiny country, but oil.
Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Well, Sierra Leone has a decent president that is fighting his way back.
That's good. Alhamdulillah.
To bring the spot back after a long time with blood diamonds, etc. So like,
right.
they are vision minded now.
That's dope.
So props to Sierra Leone. I got a couple friends from there, like, you know, want to do some things.
Yeah.
And yeah, also highlighting the places that are doing dope things in Africa as well, and like have actually publicly stated support.
Yep.
You know, for the movement, such as Ghana. You know, Ghana has a really dope diaspora community. Whereas during the year of return last year, you know, which my brother Heath went to.
Yeah, he told me about it.
Yeah. So like that movement is being carried on. It's called Beyond the Return.
Yeah.
So they're really pumping up not just tourism for particularly African Americans, but also saying that, look, here's investment opportunities.
Right.
You know, here's land that you can own.
Right. We're not just limited to America.
Absolutely.
And we're here, and that's why I wanted to get brothers like you through here to talk to the people and just let everybody know, man, we're here in the UAE, wherever we are, we're united. You know.
Yeah. Global, man. So we with you guys, and keep it up.
Yes,
Keep it
sir.
up, man. Safely. Keep it up safely. Like, be as safe as you can. However, we understand there's going to be casualties of war. This is a war.
Yep. And now we got to be uncomfortable for change. It's never going to be comfortable.
Never going to be comfortable with change. Nope.
Appreciate you coming through, African dandy, my dude, man. Appreciate the feather too.
Oh yeah, yes sir. Sure that do it. Yeah.
Yes sir. That boy Dandy, stay fresh. Sky's the limit, y'all, and who's next?